Hi, my name is Remi from VMware and welcome to ITQonversations. And with me today is Johan from Amersfoort. Welcome.
Thanks.
So how's your VMworld going so far?
It's online. It's different, obviously, but it's a lot of fun. At the ITQ office, we had a watch party to basically look at the the announcements, the keynotes, and it was a lot of fun. And I think for an online event, that's at this stage, it's the best way, or the funnest way to still enjoy the biggest virtualization event there is. So until so far, it's really fun. How about yourself?
Yeah, it also went well. I mean, you watch it together with colleagues and partners is always great fun, and I'm really looking forward to the next couple of days.
Yeah.
So in this video, we're going to talk about the newly announced VMware Workspace ONE XR Hub. So what is it?
Dude, it's one of the coolest announcements during this VMworld. So in the last year or the last 18 months, I've been working with a team at VMware to solve a challenge, and that challenge is that we're seeing at customers that they are introducing new ways of learning, immersive learning. They look at the healthcare industry, for instance. They are already widely using virtual reality to bring certain applications to patients, or to use VR or AR devices to simplify training or learning, but also to do stuff like pain relief, and managing such a device, or trying to get applications to such a device is a challenge. Always was a challenge. So VMware heavily invested in bringing AR, VR to the enterprise. But to do so, you need to introduce a new way of delivering applications. And what the Workspace ONE Intelligent Hub, or the XR Hub, is basically an interface. It's the Intelligent Hub as we know it, but fully optimized for VR and AR. It introduces device management capabilities, so you can pretty much secure such a device in a way that you are already used to when managing phones or tablets or Windows 10 devices, etc. And finally, and I think to me this is the most awesome part, with the Oculus Quest that Facebook introduced, those devices became standalone. So you can basically wear a VR device that has a GPU in it, has an interface in it. It basically has the compute side already in the device, but it's not as powerful as a VR device that you attach to a desktop or a physical machine with a massive GPU in it. But still, some applications do require such a big amount of resources. Now, what the XR the XR Hub does as well is it can integrate with a virtual desktop or a virtual machine that's fully equipped with a GPU, and run rendering of applications inside that virtual desktop or a virtual data center, and basically remote that GPU accelerated application towards what we call an HMD, a standalone head-mounted display, such as the Oculus Quest. So now you can play, for instance, games like Star Wars Squadrons, or run immersive apps that require a lot of resources on a relatively cheap device, a standalone device, but don't have to invest in an expensive device that's capable of rendering it. These three different types of functionalities all brought together in the XR Hub, and introduces extended reality to the enterprise in a way that we weren't able to do so before.
Okay, great explanation. So why should customers invest then in XR?
Well, I believe that the way that people are learning, like I mentioned before, is transitioning. If you look at a couple of massive airlines, So if they are training their employees to for instance, to run maintenance inside an airplane through the use of virtual reality, they don't have to build an enormous airplane for training purposes. They could basically use a VR device to do the same, to basically do the same. Another great example was shown at VMworld in 2019. Now the XR team, so back then it was called Project VXR, showed a setup where they had a couple of servers of Dell lined up, and through augmented reality and an AR device that you could put on your head, you were able to replace components inside the server, like a power supply or an SSD, and the thing that you had to do was project it inside the device. So what's great in that is that you don't have to learn how to replace those components anymore. The device will tell you. So again, a great example of how training and immersive training can be simplified through the use of AR and VR.
And if our viewers would like to know more about Workspace ONE XR Hub, how can they do that?
Yeah, so there are a couple of things. Of course, during this VMworld, there are a couple of sessions lined up that perfectly explain what the XR Hub is. There's a great session by Matt Coppinger where he basically announces the technology. If you look up Matt Coppinger inside the content catalog, you will find that session. And I got 3 sessions myself where I basically show the XR Hub with the integration. So sessions EUS 1298, EUS 1289, EUS 3107, and EUS 1834 are all 3 sessions in which I show great demos of the XR Hub, including the offloading of the rendering of Star Wars Squadrons in my case. Next to that, the announcement of the XR Hub was done on TechZone. So if you go to VMware TechZone, look up for the XR Hub section, and you'll find the announcement, including a couple of demos. And there you can also sign up for the public beta. So there's a public beta, so you can basically take it for a test drive.
Okay, so people watch the announcement, they watch your videos. What if they'd like to get started?
So you can basically do 2 things. You can check out the TechZone article and submit or register for the public beta. If you do that, you can basically have a kind of a head start. But if you want to know how to migrate your applications to the platform, how to set up a GPU-enabled virtual desktop, for instance, that you could use for offloading, I think it's a great way to reach out to us because we are one of the few launching partners, and we have a partnership with both VMware as well as NVIDIA, and are fully capable of bringing AR and VR to the enterprise.
Thank you so much for explaining, Johan, and thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.